And okay. And what's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. We've been here for a little bit while on our pregame, but of course now we're actually starting the presentation. And certainly, okay, if you want the pregame, just email me at bubba@bubbatrading.com. But today, Bubba Trading presents Day Trader's Dream, and again, it has been my goal, in my 44 years, but really the last, 15, is to become an educator. The more time that I didn't have to be on the trading floor, okay, when I was only working 4 or 5 hours a day, now I work 18. But when I was on the trading floor, I didn't have time to teach, and it's not a skill you can teach without being able to have access to that. But now that we became all retail traders, it has become my goal to help educate people on how to trade and then figure out the best systems to use, because again, too many of us get our opinions in the way. And as I like to say, opinions are, you can fill in the blank, we all got one. Okay. So anyways, we're talking about Day Trader's Dream, which is a form of day trading, which we're going to talk about today. But trading nightmares, the dream is alive. Okay. Again, learning to do the right thing. Anybody ever look like this after a day of trading, or after a week, or after your portfolio goes in the toilet? Okay. Again, from our side, the dream is always alive, because as long as you are working on ways to better yourself and create better models that help you achieve your goals and have a good solid plan, you can always keep the dream alive. Okay. And of course, you always have to see the disclaimer, because I'm going to show you results through yesterday. Okay. But again, past results are not indicative of future performance. So, it's the old disclaimer stuff. You see it every time you see a presentation. You can read it yourself, but again, I never project what you should do. I will always show you exactly what we did. Okay. You can use your judgment to look forward. I don't ever want you to become a member because I promised you X. I promise you a great education and a method and a system that I personally trade myself for much bigger size than any of you will. Okay. So the only promise I can make you is that whatever you're doing with me, I'm doing it right with you. Okay. That's the only guarantees I can give you. Okay. In the meantime, conquer trading emotions, become robotic. And can you really move the emotions from your trading decisions? And the answer is yes and yes. Okay. The first part is robotic. Okay. And the second part is, can you walk away? Can you turn the machine off for a little while? Okay. One of the worst inventions from a trader standpoint was what? Smartphones. Because everybody's checking their retirement account every 10 minutes. Okay. Again, you're making a mistake. Okay. You need to take your emotions away. Okay. Your emotions will kill you. They will destroy you when it comes to anything, but especially in the trading room. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about algorithmic trading. I'm a big fan of mathematical models. Okay. That has become, when I was a floor trader, I was like mathematical, because we had to calculate spreads and make mathematical decisions, okay, based on what we were seeing. And we brought those same types of strategies to different models of trading, whether they be long-term swing trading or day trading. And of course, today you're going to hear about the day trading version of this, because each thing that you do takes money. Okay. And the amount of dollars that you want to commit, the shorter the time frame, the lesser the dollars that you need to commit, the lighter the risk that you're taking. So, but that's what algorithmic trading comes from, is using it to what fits your personality best. Okay. Now, me personally, I trade them all, as you know. Okay. Now, I get these all the time, right? Market manipulation. Okay. And let's say that I agree with you that markets are manipulated, because certainly the interest rate market is manipulated. Certainly, many of them want to say the gold and silver markets. Okay, I'll live with it. But again, market manipulation doesn't matter. And why doesn't it matter? Okay. Why doesn't it matter? Okay. Why is it meaningless? And many of you have heard the story before, but it's such a good one. Okay. My grandmother used to like to go to the trotters. Okay. Harness racing. Okay. And they're notoriously fixed races, right? And you know what her answer was? Maybe I'll bet on the crooked horse. Okay. So again, you're looking at a program or a form. Okay. If you're not doing your own work, okay, yeah, then you're betting. Okay. And you're making a judgment. If the race is fixed, maybe you'll bet on the crooked one. But manipulation can only go to a certain point because markets are filled with price discovery. There has to be another side of the trade. And that will show up in the price action of the market. Okay. It takes a buyer and a seller. The exchange of wealth has to take place or there is no market. And you would not see a trade. So you can cry and try and complain all you want about market manipulation. At the end of the day, for every seller, there has to be a buyer. For every buyer, there has to be a seller, which then creates what? It creates the price action in markets. Okay. So if you can read the price action in the market, and if you understand what you're trying to do, then everything else falls into place, manipulated or not, because again, they still have to show their hand. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. The markets have to show their hand no matter what. So whatever they're doing, they have to show it to you. And it has to appear in the chart based on the price action. Okay. So we are going to be talking about futures today. Okay. And in futures, you're using leverage. Okay. Now, the interesting thing about futures, the futures market, okay, and the nice thing about the futures market is that you don't have that rat ass FINRA group involved. Okay. That gives you, a day trading limit. And if you don't have X amount of dollars, and that's really, by the way, not in your best interest, just so you understand. That day trading rule is not to benefit you, the trader. It's to benefit the brokerage. Okay. Just remember that. Okay. And if you don't believe me, ask anybody who understands of what they're doing. And of course, brokers make their money on the overnight rates. Okay. Not the commissions that you pay. But leverage is a very interesting tool. And leverage is something that you can use. And the longer that you hold a position, the higher the leverage that you'll need, or the higher the margin capabilities that you'll need. Okay. So again, depending on your risk tolerance and your views of things, you'll have different areas, but that's what makes day traders' dream, a dream, because again, it takes very little capital to control some pretty big positions for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours at a time. And of course, you get to go home every day with no position, so you don't have to worry about the overnight risk. But leverage trading is using money. Let's say an S&P, a mini S&P has the equivalent value of about $250,000. Okay, and you can control that with $1,000 during the day. Okay, so think about that for a minute, because again, then the margins change for overnight trading. They become bigger because, of course, there's overnight risk. But leverage is something that you can use. And if you're using a model that will automatically take you out if you're wrong, okay, or take you out at the close if you're right, or take you out at a profit somewhere during the day, you can't go bad. Okay, you're controlling your dollars, you're controlling your mind, you're controlling all of your risk, you're controlling it all. Okay. And of course, that is what margin trading is using margin money to control more securities than you actually have the actual capital for, which means that you then have to have an exit plan, but it allows you to make a much higher return. It is very similar to using, let's say, the option world, right? With options, you create bigger positions because you're leveraging up lots of stock based on options that you're buying. okay, or selling. But in the meantime, you're creating a huge position with little bits of money. The big difference between futures and options is what? Okay, A, there's no day trading rules in futures. B, okay, there's no premium in futures. So you have a much better kick if you're going to day trade the futures market. I will get that question later, sir. Okay, I promise you I will answer it, but let me get through this. But I will, as everybody knows, I will answer every one of your questions. Okay, when I'm through. Okay, but I don't want to get away from what we're trying to get done here. And again, if you've ever heard me speak about trading, okay, and I've been doing this for 44 years. I became a TV personality for the last, I don't know, 13, 12. Not that I care, okay, but I am on TV a couple times a week, okay. But trading is a game. This is no different than playing gin, bridge, backgammon, or poker, or any other mathematical game, okay, because it is a game of mathematics. It is a game of numbers, okay. It is a game of skill. Now, again, the skill does not assure you that you're going to win every hand or every roll in backgammon, okay, but knowing what your odds are and knowing what your probabilities are will assure that you will win over time. Okay. And that's all you can put yourself in, is a position to win over time, which means the discipline that comes and the patience before you get there. Okay. Which goes to the mental side of trading. Okay. No worries. It's all good, Sam. Okay. Again, remember, the game is in the mind. Your worst enemy is that person that you see in the mirror. But gaming the market is easy to do if you allow it to happen, okay? Which means you have to invest in yourself, okay? And what is investing in yourself? In our model here, it's really just understanding it, because you're not going to have to do anything, okay? But just sit back and relax. You have nothing that you have to worry about doing. You get the opportunity to sit back and relax and do nothing, okay? And of course, why are futures the best option to trade? Because A, they're highly leveraged, right? We talked about leverage. Okay. The markets are extremely liquid. If the markets are not liquid, we won't trade them. Okay. We will not trade in illiquid markets. Okay. Commissions and execution costs are lower. Okay. The futures markets are more fair and they are more efficient. They are not affected by implied volatility. They are not affected by excitement. Yes, they move faster, but even though they're moving faster, they're not gaining premium. They're not gaining volatility in the form that from the options world. Okay. Short selling is easier. Day trading margins are much cheaper, and there is no FINRA day trading rule. Okay. So think about that. Why do you think that me personally, when I'm day trading, I predominantly trade futures? Okay. I never day trade options. I started as an options day trader. I don't trade them as a day trade anymore because I got a much better edge in the futures market. Now, what are the benefits of auto trading? And by the way, this model that you're looking at today has to be auto traded by our partner in this adventure, which is Capital Trading Group, because when the signals come, there's no time to email them out and to hope that you get them and then you can execute. They have to be executed when they come out, but you minimize your emotions. Okay. Now we all have this tendency to be a little bit emotional, and we have to minimize emotions. Okay. Automated trading systems minimize emotions throughout the trading process, preserving your discipline. Okay. Again, you're giving authority through letter of direction trading, which we'll talk about in a little bit, to somebody to make the trades specifically that were run from the system. Okay. It diversifies your trading, allows you to trade in all markets. It avoids any mechanical failures. Any of you ever lose your internet at home? Okay. I've experienced it. Okay. You got somebody monitoring your trades for you. You never miss a trade, and you don't have the temptation to cherry pick or put your opinion into a trade. Okay. We know how dangerous that is. Putting your opinion into a trade is extremely dangerous because most opinions are wrong. Markets are always right, however. Now, in algorithmic trading, it's got a clear strategy and a plan. Okay. Everything is pre-programmed. Okay. Now, if you've ever been through any class with me, you know that I teach certain things that are automatic. Well, really what has happened is those certain things that I teach you have been programmed to go one step further of taking out your emotions and what you might be thinking. Because again, we can all look at one another and say, I don't have an opinion, I can do it without. And we all know that that's a crock of crap. Okay. Because we all have an opinion. We all think something. And the more we get involved with it, the greater the opportunity of chance for us to do something that is on the wrong side, trying to use our opinion. Okay? And it's totally automated so that you don't have to deal with worrying about getting filled. You don't have to worry about which broker. If you're, listen, if you're on an airplane, you're going to get the trade anyways. If you're traveling for business, whatever you're doing, okay, everything is executed for you. Okay, you don't have to think about it. It's all done. Okay, and the beauty is everybody gets the same exact fill because they're done. The orders are done in bulk. Okay, so day traders dream. It only trades during the original pit hours. Believe it or not, even after all this 24-hour trading and all things that are going on, okay, the markets still have the most amount of business during what used to be the original pit hours. Okay, so basically no trade can be entered until 8 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, and that would only be at 8 a.m. The only thing that can be entered would be the gold market, the currency market, or the oil market. Okay, there's no indices. No index can be traded until 10 Eastern time. Okay, because at the end of the day, okay, they don't open yet. So we don't trade them until the actual pit is open, because if you've ever watched the volume and the liquidity, it's during the pit hours. Okay. Day traders uses micro and mini futures. Okay. Trades are done with block orders. Everybody gets the same fill. All trades are executed by the Capital Trading Group. Okay. So this is our partner in this venture, because again, we needed someone to execute and take care of the business and make sure that everybody got the same fill, make sure that it was executed. And typically the executions are done at about 30 seconds after. If there's a trade, they're done at about 30 seconds after the hour. Okay, because we're using a 60-minute time frame, okay, to enter. And we also use stops, not actual stops that we set, but we have exit points that are based on a shorter time frame should the trade go bad. Okay. And that's, again, it's a very much of a protective model as well that is done very well over the course that we've had it. And these are the two models that we're running right now. We have a regular and aggressive. And the only difference between the two is the size in which you're going to trade. Okay. The regular uses, now it just went from 1 to 2 micros in the indexes, for example. The aggressive will use the full many. Okay, so it's trading at a bigger size. Okay, but you'll actually can be able to see. It's obviously can't get them all on one screen, but here since February 9th in one and February 22nd in the other. But again, you can see them all. I send out the results every Saturday. Okay, every day. You get the results every day, because you all have to do is look at your statement. Okay, but the aggressive just takes more capital. Okay, and basically the regular takes between 10 and 20,000, and the aggressive takes 30,000. Okay, in an account that you have to open up with Capital Trading Group. Okay, but again, these are the actual results, and here are the actual equity curves. Now, the equity curves could go back farther, but now, when I build something, we first build a hypothetical equity curve, then it's traded with my money, but I only like to show results that are traded with everybody's money, because that makes it, to me, more fair and more real, that everybody can see it. Okay, so the actual regular or the mini or regular day trader's dream started on December 3rd. Okay, and here's the equity curve since December 3rd. It's up 8%. Okay, it's obviously we're very conservative with what we're doing, and it continues to make money. We had a small losing week this week, which you'll see, but again, I'm not ashamed. I tell it like it is all the time. But again, it's the objective to continue to build And this has all been with members, okay, since this date. This equity curve is with members only. There's nothing previous to what we had here. And you can see the max, the mins, okay, the average, okay, how long we've been in. And of course, the 8% has been our profit here, okay. And then we have here's all the statistics. These results are monitored, okay, and not by an independent firm. Okay, these are not results. These are actually monitored returns by an independent firm. Kind of like Chase Cooper's Water or whatever, Cooper's Library, whatever they call them, right, for the Oscars. Okay, these are actually managed because they have to be verified. Okay, and these are the verified results from a third party, okay, that are showing these results. And you can see, again, this is with fees. These are all net of fees, net of everything, okay. And then, of course, there's the aggressive, which is up much more. Now, the aggressive was much bigger to start with. It started at a later date. The aggressive didn't start till January 13th. And what happened was there was enough people that said, can I trade bigger? I said, well, yeah, sure you can. We'll make it bigger. So we made it bigger. We just gave them bigger contracts. Same exact trades, just the size of the contract changes. Okay. So you can see that obviously there's a much different grade in the results, but remember that the percentage gain, originally we thought 20,000 was the right number to put in. Okay. As it turns out, we could put in 10, which is why we went to 2 contracts. So really our results, if I went back and based it off at 10,000 on the regular, it would be a much greater return. But again, I'm not interested in giving you a bunch of crap of what returns are. I want you to see something that works in a model that is straight up. Okay. Not with any garbage. Again, I'm not trying to make this look better than it is. This is what it is. Here it is right here. You can see it. These are real live results. Okay. And here is the aggressive, which again, it has to be, everything we do has to be monitored by an outside third party. And that's why though you can see the sheet like this. Okay. And so you can see the overall results on a regular basis. Now, many of you might ask, what is letter of direction auto trade? Okay. Now, in fact, I'm going to answer your question now, Sam, because it fits in here. Okay. And here's a question before I get into this. I have heard that people lost their shirts. Okay. Does this program have automatic protection in case of catastrophic losses, even if your servers lose power or black swan events? Okay. Okay. So the answer is in letter of direction trading. Okay. Capital Trading Group, CTG, can only trade the trades that are directed by the model that are spit out automatically. Okay. They cannot do anything else with your money other than trade, specifically the trades. Okay. But they can execute on your behalf based on your permission. Okay. You control your account. You can add or withdraw funds anytime. You can stop the trading and close your account at any time. Do we have longer results? The results are net of fees. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember the exact fees. They're for somebody who for letter of direction trading, they are cheaper than anybody. I don't remember exactly what they are because it really is important. But then the results you see are after fees have been paid. And I do have longer results, but I don't have longer results that you could have participated in. So I don't show those because it's not fair. Okay. I can show you much longer results, but again, if you can't participate, what good are the results? Okay. Why are the returns for 30K so much? Again, because we're trading 10 times the size. We learned that we could trade a little bit bigger at 20, which the account, that's when I said earlier, you could use from 10 to 20. Okay. That's why, because again, the proportion of needed capital versus the trade was much different, but we learned as we went forward. Okay. Because again, this came out as an idea and nothing goes out before I trade it first and test it, because if it's going to be bad, I want to absorb the loss myself. Okay. I don't want anybody to lose money on my account if I haven't proved the fact first. Okay. You don't pay any data fees. Okay. It removes all your emotions. You maintain control over your account, stop whenever you want. All clients receive the same price execution for every order. No pattern day trading restrictions. And of course, Rule 1256 tax, which means that you're taxed at a much better rate than you are taxed on in equities. Okay. And there is no fees. The fees are just commissions. Okay. And whatever they are, they're whatever they are for direction trading. You can ask Nell if you become a member. Okay. You can ask Nell Sloan. I don't know. I don't remember what they are, but the results I showed you fees are included in those results. Okay. Except for the fee that you pay me. Okay. Which you'll see in a little bit. Okay. Can anyone enter anything? You can enter anything you want. Okay. Again, this will be offered on occasion, like it is being now. Okay. But it'll never be offered again at the price I'm offering today. But anyways, check with your accountant. But Rule 1256 is just 60-40 taxes versus what equities are. Okay. And of course, CTG is a group that I've known these guys, Nell and Pat, for over 30 years. Okay. They became a firm about 20 years ago or so, and they are the best. Okay. When I say the best, I'm very hard to please if you know me. Okay. I don't take things lightly. I'm very protective of other people's money as well as my own. But they do all my trading. I've got, I think 11 or 12 accounts now with them. They do all the trading for me. Okay. I got one account that I do myself in the futures world. Okay. But you call, they answer the phone. They're there to take care of you. Their executions are on time. They take care of business. They watch it. They are as good as it gets in the futures industry. Okay. And I can only say high things. And I have accounts at other places, but 99% of my futures money is with Capital Trader. Okay. Now, what is the benefit of Rule 1256? Well, here you go. But you got to talk to your accountant either way. But 60-40 preferential treatment, no pattern day trading limits, no wash sales, and so on. And again, futures contracts are considered, a 60-40 split versus whatever. So again, it changes your taxes, especially if you're active. And of course, so how does the auto trading work? We open a futures account with Capital Trading Group. Okay. They execute for your account based on what we call letter of direction. Okay. Any live trade variances across our client block are averaged across all clients to ensure that all receive the same net results for each trade. Okay. Client can see trades once they are allocated. Now, they don't get allocated just because we put a trade on. It takes time to allocate to everybody's different account. Okay. But I am going to start sending out an email when the trades are executed. Okay. It won't help you to execute because it'll be too late, but at least you'll know what you have on. Okay. And a client can see trades once they're allocated. Okay. Now, how do I keep track of my account? You get a statement every day, just like you do now. Okay. In fact, it does update during the day. There's no telling at what time, depending on how busy the markets are at the time that you put on a trade. The brokerage firm has to do the allocation, not CTG, but the FCM, the full clearing member, has to do the allocation to all the accounts. Okay. So that's something that is a little bit different. You have access to your daily month statement as well as 1099 at the year end. You have access to reviewing your account 24/7 on an online portal. Okay. And of course, now you understand why I think futures trading on a day trading basis versus options trading is so much better. I don't have to give up as big of an edge. Okay. I don't have to worry about the FINRA day trading rule. I don't have to worry about the wash rule, the tax rule. I take all that out of the way, and now I can control a much higher amount of dollars with a lot less money. And if I'm right, I'm going to make money. Versus in the option world, you can be right and still not make money. And I know you've all experienced that before. Okay. All transactions are closed. Any trade in gold is closed by 1:30 Eastern time, automatic. Any trade in crude oil is closed at 2:00 Eastern time, automatic. Any trade in currencies closed at 3:00, automatic. And all trades in equities closed at 4:00, automatic. Okay. You do not carry a position overnight. All trades are closed. Okay. Before the close of the pit hours of the product that you're trading. Okay. And we trade right now, we trade the Canadian, the Euro, the Aussie, all four indexes, S&P, Dow, Russell, NASDAQ, and crude and gold. Okay. Now, eventually, if they come out with a bond product that is of the micro variety, we will add that in. Okay. But again, right now, it's too big of a product, so we don't want to skew your results. Okay. Now, again, you've seen some pretty good information, and destiny is not a matter of chance, but choice. Not something to wish for, but to attain. Now, again, this is one of the greatest models that we have. And again, you take out the overnight risk, you take out the variances, you got everybody getting the same fill. You could put you in the same position. You don't have to deal with it yourself. It's done for you automatically. And if you want to become a member today, okay, here's your opportunity. Okay. So you get day trading futures, all executions done by CTG, no overnight risk, all trades determined. There's no opinion. Again, you know me. There's no trades determined by my opinion. Okay. By a proprietary algorithm, no emotions. First 50 people, $99 a month or $800 annual. You will never see that again. I promise. Okay. This was a special. Okay. For now. Okay. It's my birthday present for next week. Okay? The Masters is always my birthday. Okay. Anyways, $800 annual, $99 a month. BubbaTrading.com/dream. And it'll give you the choice of monthly or annual. And you'll see the regular annual price is $2,000. Okay. 50 people now, because I got to save some for the recording when it goes out. And I will answer all of your questions right now. Okay. In the meantime, it's BubbaTrading.com. Here, I'm gonna put it. Let me see if I can type without an error. I'm not a very good typist, so BubbaTrading.com/dream. Dream, baby. Dreamers. I do it right? I think so. Okay. All right. So let me go back and get all these questions. Okay. You can begin with 10K. Yes. All transactions close every night. Correct. Do you worry about the group getting a big? No, because if we get to a product, so you understand if you don't know me. Okay. If a product becomes illiquid, we don't trade it anymore. Okay. We've been through this before. We were through it in platinum. We used to trade platinum, in our regular portfolios. We had to stop because it became too big for it. Okay. But we trade the most liquid markets in the world. So we typically don't run that. But if it ever becomes a problem, we will no longer trade that product. We will not command or control the product. Okay. And I watch it all the time, my brother. Okay. Yes, you can start with 10. Does this work? Yes, it works in an IRA account. Okay. Do you agree with the model that this algo works on them in terms of macro? Well, our algorithms work. We use algorithms for everything. And we have some long-term stuff that's been choppy, okay, for a while. Okay. But it will always work because you're trading with the trend. And that is the only way as a retail trader to make money is to be a trend trader and not a guesser. The difference between a longer term look and carrying overnight positions and an hourly look is that the transactions happen much faster and you have protection built in. And of course, if you understand our algorithm, we have a tracker behind it that as the markets move in your favor, it pulls up a stop with it. So we always know where the exit's going to come. Okay. So again, the shorter time frame is something that we look at. Okay. The 10,000. Okay. Sam, I will tell you this. Okay. I've been teaching for, 10, 12 years now. I have never, ever raised a price to somebody who's been a member. Okay. I will raise new prices when I introduce something, and these prices will go up. But once you sign up, whatever your rate is the day you sign up is the rate you pay until I die, you quit, or whenever. I never raise prices of current members. What you pay today is what you pay. I don't know what you're referring to. Can you lose more than you invested in this program? No, you can't. Okay. If you put in 10,000, you can't lose more than 10,000. Okay, because you'll be out. Okay, so this is not the old days of the boiler rooms ripping your money off and creating margin call after margin call. This is, if you haven't realized, in today's trading, they don't let you get too far past what margin you have available. Okay, this is not the 70s where you had the boiler room who was screwing all the futures guys and continue to margin call. You can't do that anymore. Okay. We'll never quit. Only play more. Well, that's true. I know you and your integrity. I am so, listen, you know me, I'm going to do my best. It hurts me more when my members lose money, okay, than when I lose money. When we went through the drawdown, believe me, I lost 10 times the biggest account, but I was more worried about you guys. Okay. That's my curse in life. Okay. He has said 90% of the money is in there. Does he trust it? I trust it. Okay. I have 99% of my trading capital in these models. Okay. I have everything, basically everything but my retirement account and part of my retirement account as well. Okay. You can check it out. Okay. How many different accounts I have? I have my faith in it because I know it works. I know it goes through rough periods and drawdowns, not this yet necessarily, because this is much faster. Okay. And the trades are much shorter. Okay. So the ability for loss versus the ability to win, the runners can be much bigger. This is day trading versus overnight action. Okay. So this program has been on this market since December 3rd. It was trading long before that, but because it was not available to members, I don't discuss that. It has nothing to do with you. And again, listen, you seem like you're a problem child to begin with. I probably don't want you as a member because I don't want to deal with your BS. I can already tell that you're trying to find every flaw and yapping versus what the facts are. If you know me, you know that I only tell it straight. Okay. And I send results out every Saturday, rain or shine, good or bad. They show up Saturday morning at about 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So please, if you're just looking for a problem, I don't need you as a member. I don't need anybody as a member. I can do this myself. Okay. I can trade, I'm a full-time trader first. Okay. So, please don't do me any favors. What are the primary? We only trade right now. We trade Canadian dollar, euro currency, and the Australian dollar. We trade crude, gold, S&P, Russell, NASDAQ, Dow. Okay, that's all. Now, more products become available. We were talking about grains potentially. Okay, we look at other products all the time, but again, somebody had mentioned earlier, liquidity has to be a part of the deal. Okay, so, but again, if the key product I would like to see them come out with would be an interest rate product. Okay, at a micro version. Okay, because I'd like to see Bitcoin, cryptocurrency is a little more liquid before I would put them in this day trading. But again, as products become available, we'll add them because it doesn't really matter. It's all automated. Okay. Everything is done by automation. It doesn't matter how many I have, but they have to be liquid so we don't control the market. Okay. That's the key part. You want to know, Victor? What is the limit? What is the limit investment one can start with? 10,000 is the minimum. 10,000 to trade one micro, 20 to trade two, and 30 for the aggressive. But here's what I tell everybody all the time. Okay. Start with a number that you're comfortable with you don't have to start with the biggest number today. If I'm right, which I believe that I'm right, then you're going to make a lot of money. Okay. And if I'm right, then you can always increase your size later. Everybody will tell you, I don't want you firing all your shells at the beginning. I want you to feel everything, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Okay. My interests lie in education and helping you. Okay. Again, I don't have to teach. I can just trade. I've been trading for 44 years. Okay. I do this because I felt that I could help, and I'm tired of watching you guys get ripped off by all the bullshit scams that are put out there. Okay. That's why I do what I do. Okay. It's time for a year. I know I'm going to love it. The hands-off style. Love now. What's up, my dear? Yes, you do. You already have automation. I owe you an answer on a question, but I was busy. It's Saturday. You know, I've been doing calls since 6 o'clock this morning in Vegas. Okay. Thanks, honey. Thanks for your answer. Do you have like an average return? I'm not going to, Victor, seriously, I don't like to quote returns. Okay. Look, I only show past performance. I don't want you to think that you're going to get rich tomorrow. If you think that, I can't promise it. Okay. Look, I'm as honest in this business as it gets. I don't want anybody to sign up because they think they got the lottery ticket. I want you to become a member because you want to make money, you want to be consistent, you want education, and you want to learn. Okay. Because again, anybody who promises you gigantic returns tomorrow is a liar. Okay. Cannot be done. It's all bullshit. But of course, that's why they have 50 people marketing teams, and I got me. Okay. So please, again, look, I don't like to look out and promise. If you pay the 800 today, it's 800 a year every year. Never, the price will never be raised, as I said. I developed this algorithm. Okay. I took from my job, from my world of a trader. Okay. It is an awesome service. I have all bubbles. Yes, you do. Okay. Thanks, Jerry. I love you, man. You're great. Appreciate it. Okay. Again, whatever price, if you sign up today, whatever price you pay today will either be your monthly or your annual. Okay. Forever. That will never change. It will never go up. Okay. You sign up at bubbatrading.com/dream. If anybody has a problem, just email me. Right now, I'm at about 46, I think. Okay. There's 46 that are signed up right now. But anybody who emails me before I'm done, I will not cut you out when I get over 50, because I have saved a few for the recording, because there's many people that said, can you please send a recording? I can't make it, Sarah, whatever. But I will save you a space if you send me an email, if you have a problem with the link, but it's bubbatrading.com/dream. Okay, I'll type it in the chat room one more time. Okay. Well, I got to talk to myself because I don't type. I hunt and peck. Yeah. I was too busy in typing class, goofing around instead of learning. Anyways, if you're having a problem, just send me an email. You know, I'm going to stand behind it. Okay. Between automation software, this and what percentage suggests one allocates? Well, your hedging is completely different than this. I will get to that. So send me a separate email to me, because that's you're mixing issues together, okay, which are not related. Okay, one is, you know what I'm saying? I'll take care of you. Okay. In fact, send it to me. I'll answer it Tuesday night. Be perfect. It's a perfect question for Tuesday. You got it. Yeah, Nell's around already. She knows. Okay. It's done. We've done. Well, you've seen how it's done. Again, you've seen this is how it's done in this choppy environment that you're calling. 3%, 37%, 15% in the aggressive, and 1.5%, 3%, and 4% in the small one. Okay. I mean, that's the same choppy conditions you're asking about. There's the performance. Okay. Those are live numbers that are audited numbers. Those aren't my numbers. Those are audited by a third party. Okay. So again, please confirm, presume the fee per account It's $800 annual, an IRA account, separate for a regular account. You want 2 accounts? Is that what you want? Peter, email me. Okay. Peter, email me separately. Okay. You automatically get bumped up to aggressive. If you want, you have to tell them that you want aggressive. Okay. We don't do anything without your permission. I don't do anything. They do nothing without your permission. Okay. You have to tell them that you want to be an aggressive. You will be put in regular unless you specify aggressive. Okay. Look, we watch after you and your money. Okay. Again, I don't want anybody to ever get in trouble. Do you know how bad I feel when somebody gets in trouble? Okay. Because they're under leveraged or under prepared. It doesn't feel good. I take it very personally. Okay. My job is to help you become successful. So everybody goes into the regular unless you specify you want aggressive. Okay. You can get this will be emailed out. If you did it legitimately and came through my email system, then you will get this in about an hour or so. It'll be sent to you. Okay. Thank you, Albert. Can you add you can do it. You can go to aggressive anytime you want. Okay. Again, you're in total control. It's your account. Okay. You can add money and go to aggressive if you want, but I urge you, again, trust me, it's always best to start smaller. Okay. Those who get too big too fast, if it works out great right away, oh, they're so happy. If it goes wrong bad right away, oh, they're so upset. But the biggest thing is it goes good and you get crazier and you get over leveraged, and then it goes bad and then you get screwed. Again, please trust me. Trading is a building process. Okay. If you ever saw the movie Seabiscuit, brick by brick. Okay. We want to grow organically with our money. Okay. Not that we can not add more. I don't want to add more. I want to grow it and feel comfortable about what I'm doing. Yeah, it's a good question. I didn't address that. I will tell you this. Okay. On this call, if you sign up today, I will honor this price for 4 months. You can kick it back to annual. You go annual from that date forward at this rate. Okay. That I will do because I did not address it sooner. I should have, but I screwed up. I don't care. Look, the bottom line is I want people to be happy, make money. That's my dream. That's my goal. I want people to be happy and make money. Okay. I want people to be happy to be here. I love when I do the pregame and I got 200 people that come just for the pregame. Okay. I mean, Monday nights is like we started at an hour calls, like a 2.5 hour marathon. Okay. You can withdraw anytime you want. It's your money. Okay. We don't control anything. Okay. I mean, make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions. Okay. I think I got everybody. Oh, let me go over here real quick. Hold on. Okay. Did you cover IRA? We can do IRAs. Yes. Okay. Don, I don't really know what the draw I expect. You can see that what we've had based on these returns, the worst single day in the regular was $300. Okay. 300 down day, 511 up. And then the aggressive was 7,000 and 2,500. Okay. So I guess, if you look at those returns, I don't expect, much. Again, the real difference here, just to make sure you understand, is that there's an algorithm that picks up the trade. There's also that same algorithm working on a shorter time frame underneath it that is rising the stop if it's going in your favor. And if it's not going in your favor, we know what the stop is the minute we put the trade on. Okay. Now we don't enter that stop because we're too big. So we do start getting out of it when it approaches her. But we know what that number is right from the beginning. And that's why sometimes we'll get stopped out, which is fine. Again, look, it's going to happen. You're going to get stopped out and then it's going to go your way, but that's life. Okay. But the shorter algorithm that goes with this continues to rise or raise the stop as it goes in our favor. So we start to get profits locked up quicker. Okay. So, I don't expect to have any major drawdowns. I mean, we had a horrible week this week. We lost 3 out of the 4 days or 4 out of the 5 days. One day we didn't trade, and we had very bad, as they say, we had very bad racing luck this week. But again, here's the whole drawdown for the week. Okay, 28. We lost in the aggressive. We lost about $800 for the whole week, and didn't have a winning day. Okay, you know what I mean? I don't expect anything big here. Okay, because there is no overnight. See, the key here now is the overnight exposure or the overnight risk. Again, obviously, overnight risk gives you greater potential rewards. But again, obviously, if you want to be more conservative or you want to do both, that comes back to you. But I don't expect anything much bigger than what you saw. Okay, I think that's pretty reasonable. Okay. I understand waiting to enter trade for 30 seconds, but stopping might hit. No. If one gets, all gets. Okay, remember, these are all done in block orders. So if our stop triggers, the entire position goes. Okay, you never have to worry about that. Everybody is couldn't find the, you know what, very bad racing like this week. We had some chances, they just couldn't follow through. But hey, look, that's life. It won't be the first time it ever happened to me, I promise. No crooked horses this week. I send out the report once a week like this, but every day you'll have a statement from CTG. You can go right into the portal and see the exact trades for the day. Okay, you'll have your own statement just like you do now and everything else. Yes, these returns are after all expenses except for me. What you paid me, this is your net. Okay, you've paid for everything, and this is including fees, including everything. Okay, these are the returns. Yes, you can withdraw funds. I answered that once. I'll answer it again for you. Sure, you withdraw anytime you want. Okay, at your end, 1099. We get a 1099 from the broker, but yes, you get a 1099. And it gets to be talk to your accountant, but you get 1256 tax treatment on this too, which is cheaper. Better rate. Okay. It does not affect returns because the fees are included here. And because these are audited returns, these have to be including fees. Okay. Oh, no worries. It's all good. You can always look at. You didn't get a question answered, you can always email me at Bubba Trading. Don't worry about it. Okay. Can you give me a rough outline of how the algo? No, I could, but I'm not going to. I can only tell you this. The algo uses the phases of the market, which I teach. Okay. But I can't tell you the math formula behind it. I'd be giving up my own business. If you start out with the minimum capital, would you automatically? No. Okay. Answer that one. Actually, have you lowered hedging? If you remember, you never raised it. I never raised it. No, I never raised hedging. Okay. I don't raise. I'm a big believer. You know what I hate more than anything? Okay. When I sign up and buy something, like I've had DirecTV when RCA owned it. Okay. That goes back to, I think, 1995. RCA owned it and they had the rights to sell the first 500,000. Okay. And I pay more than anybody. And I've been a customer for 27 years and I get pissed off at it. I have to pay more than everybody. Okay. Just email, if you had a problem signing up, I'm over 50, but as I gave you my word, anybody who's emailed me before I hang up the phone or before I end the meeting, you will get in. I will not, listen, I'm not going to cut anybody out. Okay. That's here now. If I get an email when I get off and I will send you a different link. I know it happens with some browsers sometimes. I'm not worried. Trust me. Look, I'm on your side. Okay. I'm with you. Okay. Oh, my brother. Yeah, I love it. Thanks, Joe. You're the best. Okay. You can send in the money whenever you want. Okay. Again, you want to start trading? You can sign up today. Okay. But your account does not start trading until you have the money there. But Nell Sloan will have everybody's name today. Okay. And you will get emails from her asking you to set up an appointment to talk to you. Okay. But I will go one step farther with everybody. Okay. If you cannot fund it today, or obviously you can't do it today anyways, but if you have trouble, you let me know. I will start the clock on either the annual or the monthly when you start the actual trading. Okay. Again, I'm not here to hurt anybody. Okay. So, I'm here with you. Okay. Yes, Capital Trading Group. Nell Sloan will probably send you an email, maybe late today or tomorrow, because what will happen is I'll have the spreadsheet put together. Kelly will get all the emails together and we'll send it over to Nell, and then she'll have your numbers and she'll reach out to you, and you guys will make an appointment and you'll get all set up and be ready to go. Okay. It works. I'm tempted to add more money. I love you, brother. Thanks, guys. Okay. I think I got everybody. Okay. All right, guys. Look, if you have any more questions, it's $800 annual or $99 a month, one time only. This is the last time you'll ever see 800. I promise. Of course, if you get 800 today, you get 800 for life, but it's all over. You'll never see that low price again. Okay. This is a one-off. What's up, everybody? It's a day trade versus overnight. That's where it's different. This is in and out, no overnight positions. Okay. In and out, no overnight. Okay. Send me an email. I put it, it's in there. It's bubbatrain.com/dream. If you have a problem with that, here, let me type it in one more time. Okay. And then I'll let you guys go about your Saturday. I have to go step out of the pool for a while since I'm in Vegas and it's 80 degrees. I got to work on my tan. I'm too pale. Okay. Anyways, if you need anything, email me. Okay. I will be happy. I'm going to answer emails pretty quickly, even from the pool. Okay. In the meantime, everybody, thanks for coming, and you'll get the recording in about an hour, and you're already a member, so it's all cool. If not, you can get a chance again, and there'll be 25 spots open for that, and then we'll be off to the races, because I got to take only X amount per time, because I got to make sure I watch our liquidity, as somebody so aptly pointed out. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you around the neighborhood. Good night, everybody.